Find Your Own Voice, Lead from Within. With me today, Shireen Groove, Angie, what's your surname?
Simmons.
Angie Simmons and Kamal Ama. We've not been with you guys, Shireen and Kamal. Good to have you guys today. So I'm sure audience are going to have fun with you. Love having you today. So our topic today is get rid of the drama so you can achieve success. How do you relate to the topic, Kamal?
Well, first of all, hi to you, Nomsa, Angie, and Shireen. It's been a while. How do I relate to the topic? It's an interesting one because what do you consider drama? What does each one of us consider drama? There's always the question that comes into play. And if you consider drama the events that happen in our life, why don't we just call them events instead of drama? How do we perceive drama in our everyday changes the reflection that we of ourselves and how life turns out to be for us. That's a quick intro from my perspective, I guess, about drama.
Shireen?
Oh, thank you. Hi, Nomsa, and hi. I've not met Angie before, so it's lovely to see you. And lovely to see you, Kamal. I haven't seen you for so long, so it's been wonderful to see you. Yeah, I'm going to just kind of give you a little poem that I wrote about trauma. And I wonder whether it kind of depicts a little bit about what I think. And, drama, karma, dharma, they're yours to use. Past, present, future, which one will you choose? So take some time to think about what it is that you want and need, then take the steps to start doing what you must in order to succeed. And I think that kind of typifies a lot of what I think about the drama. We know the drama is the action where we are, and I think we get a little addicted to drama because we quite like it. And that means, we don't want to be boring and we don't want to go into all sort of, we don't want to be that person that's going to be rejected. So, we learn very early that drama brings attention. So one of the things that I really always think about is when we think about the drama, what do we need to do? Where are we in that drama? Are we in the past right now? Are we living in there? And are we choosing to stay there? Or can we choose our path, our dharma? So that's where I am right now.
Amazing, Angie. You guys are speaking the same voice with the same voice, but different opinion, but they're all linked together. So Angie, you chose this topic, girl. I'd like to hear your opinion.
My opinion, and going from personal experience as well, like Kamal and Shireen just said, life happens to us all. It's how we take control of that, or whether we take control of it or let it take control of us. Personally, I think, all this unnecessary drama, if you want to call it, let it go, because all that does is keep you stuck. It's better to move on and look for, and focus on the stuff that you actually want in life, rather than all the, shall I say, negative BS that's going off around you. We can all get drawn into all this drama that's going off with other people or families and stuff like that, but it doesn't serve you. So for me, it's about letting go and moving forward. You're on mute, Nomsa.
I am muted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm sure the audience do appreciate you guys sharing your opinion when it comes to, as coaches, when it comes to drama. Sometimes I agree with you, Angie. Sometimes there are some things that are not necessary. I call drama a delay. When someone causes drama, I'm like, I let it. At the same time, I'm like, I do not want no delay in my life. So I have to choose whether is this my drama or is it somebody that is just bringing someone else's package to me to focus on it. So I have to immediately dismiss it and try exactly to find out what is really going on. Because normally when somebody brings drama to you, it means that there is a problem behind it. So if you don't know, you will just fight the battles that are not yours. So for me, I always try to find out, is everything okay? And somebody will be like, why are you asking me if everything is okay? And while you can see that I'm not okay, I'm like, in general, what's this? And then you'll find that once you respond in a different way, you'll find that the response that you're going to get, you'll find that the person that is bringing drama is actually them that are going through something, and they're bringing that something to you. So if you are that somebody that likes responding, getting involved in people's dramas, then you end up fighting battles that are not yours. So I call it a distraction. I'm like, you're bringing drama to me, I have to check you out. Shireen, I know you, and you talk about God. You know, what does God say about drama? So I'm just like, I want to know, is it my drama or somebody else? And also, guys, those who are watching and Ghost Talk Shows, you can head to Ghost Talk Shows page and support us with there's a message anyway that I set it up there, so you can see a message, support us with some stars, and we can earn money if you give us stars, or you can head over to Hope Springs Eternal Introduction page. You can do the same thing as well, because the pages are linked together, and help us to reach more people in our community, and avoid drama, because drama is being brought by the mindset. If the mindset is not in the right place, then there's going to be drama in your life. Over to you, Kamal.
Oh, the button on mute didn't want to work. Look, we're all speaking the same voice here. We are perceiving and looking at drama from different angles and different wordings, definitions, if I may say so. And you're absolutely right. Drama is about whose problem is it? Is it mine? Is it theirs? And what are we going to do with it? As a life purpose coach, I see it as part of something that is irrelevant to our purpose in life. It is there. It exists if you want it to exist in a way that prevents you from moving forward with your life. We will have events in our life that shake us. We will have events that will challenge us. It's not necessary for us to share it with the world. It's not necessary to victimize ourselves by using those events in our life to dramatize our whole life and make a movie out of it. Of course, we know a lot of people that use that a lot just to get that attention, to see their attention seekers, and they want that cuddling, and they want that, oh, you poor soul, how are you going to do this, and what is life bringing onto you? Honestly, I couldn't care less for people like that, because it's not why we're here. We are here to live a life that serves others. We are here to uncover purposes in our own life to help others move away from drama and live a fruitful, and I'm going to use the word positive life, to help others. We're all it's a honeycomb that we live in. People still don't realize that. So yeah, that's what I don't know, Shireen, I think you're humming, and I know that we always get this kind of we talk on the same wavelength. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I suppose where I'm going is I'm going more into the neurological aspects and trying to look at it from a different aspect as well. But I want to just first say something which Nomsa said, which was really about where was I going with the idea of identifying, is it our drama, is it somebody else's drama? And I suppose the thing that really triggered or came up for me at that moment in time was the idea of how do we, in order to move out of that, as we've really need to look deeply at what's going on for the other person. So look for the deeper question, and address that. So when someone's coming with a drama, if we take just that little bit of moment longer to be able to go, well, what is the drama maybe about, and speak into that. Very often you're able to switch someone very quickly from drama into some other space. And well, that happened yesterday where someone was really with their full drama. So I'm very aware of this at the minute and using that deep listening. So I'm guessing what I started to think about when you were talking, Kamal, is the idea, our neurology is primed to change, right? So in a way, the drama releases the adrenaline, right? It releases, dopamine. So it releases these addictive kinds of behaviors because we want to know more, because our brain doesn't want to be bored. It doesn't want to stay the same. We are designed to expand. And part of the drama jumps into that, right? So we get caught into that. But there's another part that's there, which is about what is the feeling that we're feeling when we're in the drama that probably will tell us whether we're contracting or expanding. Are we, if we're getting excited about it, is it making us feel better? Is it making the people around us feel better? And I think the key then is really looking at what is it that we are, what is the purpose of the drama? So when we're in our drama, what's this purpose? What's going on? What's the deepest space that we need to look at to find out what's the kind of question we can ask ourselves in that moment? All right, I'm in this drama. So what is it really about right now? What's the thing that I can connect to that I might really need to address, that I'm choosing not to address, what may be my past pattern? So I do agree 100% that we're here to be for others. But in helping others, we have to expand into becoming that person that can help others, right? So we have to know who we need to be. And that is not going to be full of drama. It's going to be a sense of where we feel much calmer, more in control, and more in a space of loving advice and loving, caring kind of empathic roles. Yeah. And directed leadership, self-leadership, very important in our own drama. Yeah.
I love how you just said that, Shireen, about us evolving and being there and looking after
Have
ourselves.
audience saying hi on LinkedIn, guys. Say hi. Hi, Pramod.
Hi,
How you
Pramod.
doing?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Pramod. Hello, everybody.
Facebook, they can't see you. I can only say the comment. So I'm gonna distract them if someone asks questions or they say hi. I'm just gonna be rude and just speak for you guys. So if you want to get involved with the comment, we would love to hear how you deal with drama as coaches. I've seen your daughter, Angie.
I know, flying past.
It's good to see your
like
families. Yeah, one of Nkosi Talk Show's baby. Yeah, so please, LinkedIn and Facebook, just feel free to get involved with the conversation. And this is a talk show where we discuss. We don't want people to just listen. We just want people to get involved, and because everyone is a coach in their own mind, and in order for you to find your own voice, I think you have to speak. So we are here to help you find your own voice, and doing so, it means we want you guys to communicate with us. No comment is right or wrong. We welcome all the comment. Sorry, Angie, for disturbing you.
That's all right, no problem. I was going to say hello, but yeah, cool. I forgot where I was. So I'm just trying to go back. So yeah, I love how he's saying about us evolving, but yeah, if it's drama, for me, if there is some drama going off, like you guys have already said, it's about looking, is that your drama or is it somebody else's? If it's somebody else's, can you help them? Because let's face it, some of the people that I have come across, you were talking, Shireen, about the hormones and stuff, that the addictive hormones, some people are just addicted to having drama and chaos around them. And if they haven't got that, then they will go out the way to cause some more. And, I've learned major lessons, like we all have, I suppose, and evolving myself to get out of that, because I used to be in that drama circle for a long time, and it took some getting out of, if I'm honest. And then, you know, doing all the coaching and stuff that, you know, and personal development to enable me to become who I am today, using those real questions and thinking, right, is that mine? Can I deal with that? Do I need help with that? Or is it somebody else's? Can I help them with that? Or are they just going to want to suck more life out of me, so to speak? I talk about the mood hoovers and things like that, that literally just want to brain dump all their dramas and stuff on you, but they're not willing to help themselves. And sometimes it can be quite difficult to figure out, especially if they're not being truthful with their own feelings, which I found that a lot of people aren't, because we're not, let's face it, we're not really taught from a very young age to tap into our feelings, to be there with ourselves. And, you know, Nomsa knows that I talk about the busy ant a lot. Most people are so busy building this, building that, building other, that totally forget about themselves. And, you know, they don't do that inward work, which is such a shame, because for me, it's been life-changing. So, yeah, you know, I completely forgot what I was going to talk about, but so I just put that little bit in there, if that makes sense. So it's figuring out, you know, if that person, if somebody's bringing it to you, if it's genuine and they really do want to work on it, then great. But, you know, if you can't, you can't. You have to walk away and look after yourself and your success. You can't, I found that trying to achieve what I want to achieve out of life, and for me and my daughter, if I'm carrying 5 other people's baggage and drama, then I'm never going to climb that hill. I'm just going to get swallowed back down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. Me, I never really got involved into drama. I listen to drama when somebody is having issues with someone. I get involved and listen, but I never give advice when it's not needed. I have to find out when somebody is telling me whether do I really give advice or do I just shut up and listen? So I learned to shut up. And most of my life, my friends have been men. It's only when I was 28, actually. That's when I had my daughter, I decided I think I need to fix. I need to mix men and women. I spent my whole life, my best friends are men. They've been men. The girls that I started making friends, really, really serious friends, because someone that I call a friend is someone that I can tell them my secrets. I think that was after I had my daughter. All my life, I would hang out with guys. Men are very simple. They don't do drama. Sorry, ladies. Honestly, men are very, very simple. Honestly, yeah, my dad and my stepdad were my best friends. Very, very simple men. And that's why it made me realize that I just need to make friends with the boys. When I left school, I just hang out with boys. If you mess up as a woman and you go and tell, let's say you have a boyfriend, things are not going well, you tell a man something, say, listen, I'm going through this. They're not going to tell you, Nomsa, he shouldn't be doing this. Girls will be like, oh, no, he shouldn't be doing this. And the men will tell you as it is. If you've messed up, they'll be like, Nomsa, sort yourself out. You've messed up. Go and apologize. But if you don't need to apologize, or if the problem is on the other side, they'll be like, just chill out and do you. He'll come back when he's ready. But when you hang out with girls, me, I saw the drama with women. There's too much drama when it's not necessary. So I was like, I'm out. I just want to hang out with boys. Honestly, I just spend my whole life. I just go and play a match, and you'll see like we're playing football on the pitch. We start fighting. The game is finished, we start arguing and we start fighting. I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I'm just going to hang out with my boys. So that made my life really, really easy when it comes to life. And they helped me, many helped me to be honest with myself. When things are not going well, instead of feeling sorry for myself, I have to be honest. Like Angie, when you were saying, look, do your inner work and your outer work as well, everything. So it helped me to avoid drama. That's why I'm saying I'm a child of God, honey. When somebody brings drama, I'm like, God, speak to me. Is this my drama, or is Lucifer bringing drama to me? Honestly, there was a time where I moved the house and I'm like, I need a chair. I've just sent my chair to the storage, and somebody had bought actually a chair and put it outside, giving it away. Do you want it? It's new. And I'm on the phone with my brother. My brother is bringing drama to me. I'm like, chill out. I don't fight you. You're my brother. You're my baby brother. I love you very much. What do you want? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you want? What's the problem? And he's like, he telling me that he's got problems with whatever the girls. I'm like, why don't you just tell me and instead of telling me off? So I'm passing through and then coming back. The chair that I want, like I'm thinking I need to go on Amazon. The chair is just there. Somebody's actually giving it away. If I continued with that drama, actually I would have gone and spent loads of money for the chair. And I'm like, then I'm sitting, I'm like, so people, when they say there's a drama for distraction, my brother was distracting me actually. So then I had to ask the neighbor, was like, this chair, you giving it away? And she was like, yeah, the chair was leather, too heavy. I had to lift it up before somebody takes it. I was like, I need this chair. I'm going live today. And I've just realized I've just sent my chair to the storage, because I need, in the morning, I go to the office and then, or I meet clients, and then in the afternoon, I have to be at home before my daughter. Like when I'm doing live now, I have to be at home, broadcast at home before I go and pick my daughter up. So that's my schedule for the day. That's how it works. And then when I come back, it's either I come home, but I never go back to the office. I stay at home. So I work from home. So, and then I look at that drama, I was like, that my brother wasn't actually giving me the drama. It was something else, the energy that was distracting me. So that's when I had to, I've learned a big lesson since that day that I'll never, ever fight anyone. And after that, my brother is bringing drama. And then he calls me again. I got the chair. He goes, I love you, my sister. When are you coming? I miss you. I'm like, serious? This is really weird. Honestly. So that's why I'm saying sometimes you have to pick your fight. There's a fight that does not belong to you. Even when you go to work and you are late, you just tell your manager or tell the owner of the company if you are late. Don't make things up and say there was a car accident. Just be honest. I've learned that from Paul McKenna, that honestly is the key to success. Just be honest. If the manager decide to cause drama or NOMSA decide to cause drama, that's not your fight. That is not, because we can't control. There are some things that in life we can't control. It's like Kamau, we planned the summit, and just before the summit, it turns out that he had to babysit. And I was like, NOMSA, I can't make it today. And I said to Rachel, that's fine. If you can't make it, that's fine. We can make it on our own. We can do this. So everyone just chipped in and whatever he was going to cover, and people just went in. But if I wanted to, I would have screamed, why are you letting me down now? No, Kamali has not got a control with time, with what's going to happen today or tomorrow. There are no guarantees. Actually, that's your part, right? That says there are no guarantees for tomorrow. Okay, awesome.
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so. If I can remember it well.
Oh yeah, that's your part that says there are no guarantees for tomorrow.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right about that. You know, and then they're my kids. That's not babysitting. Well, it's your kids. It's being a father.
Playing your duties.
No, but you're absolutely right. You know, it's these situations that, and I'm going to make it simple because I'm a man, right? That's why I don't call them dramas in my life. These situations or these events that happen to us, they do distract us from what we want to do or what we're looking at or our focus points. And there's one sentence that I'm going to pick up from you, Angie. You said ants. What did you say? Ants makers, ant builders. What was it?
Busy ants that they're building their homes and doing everything else.
It's very funny that you brought this up because my mom has a very similar expression. It's called the ants in your head.
Yeah.
And the ants in the head are a lot of people, the majority of people are constantly, oh, I have to do this, I need to do that, I have to do this, and this has to happen, and and that's what we are probably calling now the drama that we create for ourselves in our own minds. And when you have these busy ants in your head, it's not that easy to get things done. It's not simple to prioritize what you want for your life, for a better life, for your successful life. And how does one then quiet these ants these ants to move forward? And that's what we're talking about here. This is why I call them events in our life. And are they important? Do they matter now? Does it have to work now? Will it sort itself out? Can you fix it? And this is something that a lot of people don't realize, is that you are actually causing that drama in your life. You decide to keep it. You're the one that's decided, oh my God, this is such a problem and I don't know what to do. Is that, can you fix it? Yes, go fix it and stop whining. Do you have control over it? No. Then live with it. You have no control over it. Let it go. And that is extremely complex to get to that stage in life where you're going, you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, what else can I do about something else? And then you move on, and it's the next. And that's the whole concept as well about meditation, right? People tend to think that meditation is about focusing your mind on not thinking. It's the actual opposite. It's letting your thoughts go through. It's allowing any thought that can be solved within that space-time to come through. And is there another thought? Okay, bye-bye. What's the next one? And bye-bye. What's the next one? And that's meditation. That's proper meditation. Of course, a later stage you can manage to focus and just on one thing or whatever it is that you want to focus, or emptiness, if you manage to do that. And so that's my interpretation of the drama that prevents us from reaching our success. So if we learn to communicate, like you were saying, with ourselves, Shireen, and understanding, how do I want to move forward from this impasse, if it is an impasse? How do I want to drive over that hump? How do I get this out of my life? If you have a solution, then work on these solutions. There are multiple answers for multiple issues. If we consider them issues, why not just consider them humps on the road? A little bump in the way. Yeah. Like that, like, you know, the summit, it was suddenly I got that message, hey, you have to have the kids. I'm going, okay, I'm not going to say no to having my kids for a whole week. But things happen, live with them.
Yeah. And I think the important thing that you're sharing there about that is that there's this higher order of what we're called to do. And as a father, it was necessary. Yeah, it was absolutely necessary for them to see what a gift their dad was doing in a way, and to have that time with them. And I think that it's a lovely way to bring that clarity for us here, particularly because the part of the drama is that we don't know how to make choices, right? And we don't make choices from a place of peace or a place of congruence. So, and one of the things is you've done a lot of inner work, right? You absolutely do radiate inner work, as so does Nomsa and Angie. And I think what we may not necessarily understand right at the very beginning is that when we've become addicted to drama, or we've learned, and drama only happens as a result of we need some form of support. It's really about a self-protection. So whether it runs all the way down to safety, whether it runs away down to other levels of not being rejected or any of those kinds of things, they're self-protective things. But what happens is our brain grows in that particular pattern, and it gets weaker in another side of the brain, which is all about getting you back into that space, which is who you really are, right? So you have this kind of part of you that's doing the drama, and you've learned that, but that's not who you are. You are this other person that has something, that is something bigger, that is here for a purpose. But the thing is, you've got to bridge that. So if you've grown that sort of area so strongly, like a muscle, so strongly, and you've got weak muscles here, it means that you've got to go incrementally to build that muscle. And so you've got to constantly interrupt the drama, and say, no, take a breath, focus in, let a thought go, choose to let it go, or choose to focus down on where you want to go. And that builds those muscles. So you're not going to stop the drama straight away very often, because these are patterns that you have all the time. I mean, who doesn't like a good gossip, right? But gossip is part of drama, right? How many things get said in gossip? And oh my God, you realize you've said something before you should. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. And you know, now you start to panic because now you've said something you shouldn't say. And then you get anxious. So it's really about recognizing that we get addicted very quickly, or we get sucked into drama, particularly if it's a topic that's quite juicy. But we really need to pay attention to this and forgive ourselves if we've gone there, and to actually just go, okay, this is what I've done. How can I fix it? How can I change it? What will I do if this does come out? How am I going to handle it? So you start to create some level of efficacy, a level of ability to believe that you can cope, and you'll cope with whatever. And I think when we learn that we can start to fix things differently, I think then the drama starts to reduce quite dramatically, because we start to trust ourselves. And I think that's the part of managing our drama, as I said early on, is self-leadership. How do we lead ourselves to our goal, to our dream, to our purpose?
I love that, Shireen, really do. Just going to go back to what Kamal said as well, about can you fix it? I've got a thing with my clients, we're doing the circle of influence, looking at that situation that they're literally focusing on, and can you actually fix that? Or is it outside your remit, what you can actually do? And if you can't fix it, I say something else, which I'm not going to say live, but it's let it go in another way. And that is it, basically. Can you control that situation? Can you control what Doris is doing down the road? No. Can you control what that guy's doing over there in the car? No, you can only control what you're doing, your space. And I love when you mentioned about the muscle, Shireen, the biggest muscle we've got, but most of us don't use it. We don't use it in the way that we should use it. But as I said earlier, we're not taught to use it in the way we should use it, to find our true inner self, our true calling, what lights our souls up. Unfortunately, we do, most people become pack animals, and we just follow the sheep. And it's another thing that you said, Shireen, was about you're not going to stop it straight away. It's taken, like for instance, me going, I'm not going to share the story, but going back to quite a few years ago when I was in this massive drama bubble, to the point where I really didn't want to be here, if I'm honest with you. And it took me 30-something years to get to that space. And I was I find personal development and started meditation and all the other things that, we're taught through personal, through inner growth. And I wanted it fixed yesterday. And it was like, that's not going to happen. It's taking you 30 years to get to where you've got to. It's going to take you a few years to get past that. And, but then I think that comes back to a lot of, instant gratification that we get in life. Yeah. We want things like that. And personal development it's not a destination, it's a process. And it takes time to work on yourself, to see the drama, what it's about, who is it, can you control it? If not, it takes time. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't give it that time. But that's my bit. Go on, Namsa, because I'll get on my soapbox and I'll be here forever.
Yeah, I love what Kamal said as well, that there are some events that they do appear in our lives. So we have to ask ourselves whether can we fix this, or is it our fight, or what is it? So you have to be able to identify it when that event appears in your life. Otherwise you get involved in, like you were saying, Angie, be like busy ants, and Kamal said the same thing as well. So it is very, very important. And Shireen, you said in life we have choices how we respond in order for us to find choice within ourselves. And I think that is very, very important, to choose how we live our lives and to choose the people. I'm not saying go around and judging everyone. There are some people who are born to do drama. They don't know anything else. All they know is drama, 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 drama. In my family, I finished one day, I went and did my exams and I was so frustrated, and somebody calls me that this one did this and somebody else calls me and this one did this, and I was like, oh, okay, let me set up a group. I set up a group for my family and I was like, listen, you guys are my family, I love you. So I just want you to know that in my bloodline, we don't fight. So I was like, that's the message that I need to spread, that we don't fight. We were raised, my parents and their siblings, they're very, very, very close, and their cousins. So I was like, I had to explain that all I know in my family is when I'm visiting my family, all I get there, I eat and I eat food and I celebrate whatever is happening. I've never seen my dad arguing with his cousins or arguing with his siblings, or it's not that they didn't. Yes, they did. They did have fights, but they made sure that we see love, because love is what they taught us. So they did have some arguments, disagreements are always there. So I had to let them know that, guys, when you disagree with someone, it doesn't mean it has to be a drama. So they might say, what makes a conversation, like here at Ngozi Talk Shows, what makes a conversation very interesting, would be very interesting, is for me, Kamal comes up with his opinion about what he thinks about drama, like you guys did from the beginning. You came up with the same voice. Your opinions are same voice, linked together, but they're different. Are they bad? No, they are not. So sometimes when you don't agree with people will bring drama because you failed to agree with them, but it doesn't mean you are wrong. It's like here we have different beliefs. Some people believe in God, and some people believe in the universe. It's okay, it's fine, we can hang out and listen to you. I listen to your beliefs and you listen to my beliefs. It doesn't mean that we have to do drama. We can still hang out because we are created to love each other. We are created to disagree with each other, and that is fine. And it's like when it comes to relationship, when it comes to a work, when people are working, it's like at Ngozi Talk Shows, sometimes we do disagree. It's like sometimes when we are doing something, Kamal is one of the managers that Ngozi Talk Shows. When we're doing something, if he doesn't understand something, he'll want to find out, just to have a clear of what is going on. That does not mean this person is being bad or what. It means I don't understand where I'm going. Could you please clarify it so I can have a clear understanding? So I just have to sit there and listen to Kamal, and I love you, by the way, and I have to sit there and just explain. And it's like, oh, I understand. But if it was somebody else, I like people like that. If they don't understand something, they ask, being like to say, I'm just gonna ask. But some people don't. Instead, they'll go behind your back and creating more drama that is not necessary. So sometimes it's nice to have these different opinions and different views about life. And these different views, they make us unique. It doesn't mean that our views are wrong. It doesn't mean that somebody else's views are right. They makes us unique, and that's why we learn from what we are becoming. I learn from you guys. When I come here to Ngozi Talk Shows, I listen to different opinions and different coaches, and I learn from you. And when things are not working in my life, I don't look at myself like as a coach who knows it all. Some of you knows that I'm in pain. I just ask questions like, can you help me with this? I want to find my own voice. So in order for me to find my own voice is not to say I know it all. I just ask. And Carol Ann, sometimes she has helped me so much with her, because she does when I ask her questions, I'm like, something is not working, and she'll be like, what do you think, what makes it not working? One day when I was struggling to find a house, and she was like, do you think it's got something to do with the ancestors or anything? I was like, what do you mean, Carol Ann? So if I was somebody, I would be like, what do you mean? It started creating drama, but I was like, no, actually, I've never been homeless in my family. And she was like, there must be a block that you have the money, Nomsa, but you can't find the house that you want. Let's take the coronavirus out here and find out. So when I was busy finding out, I was like, it's because in my life, I've never really suffered like with a home. Home was always there. All my family, they have houses. So I was like, it's something that to me that is important. It makes me comfortable. So I think that's why I need to go through this in order for me to learn something. So I was like, but why do I have to learn this? Honestly, I went to find a house, and the guy disappeared on me. Like, we're doing the paperwork, it disappeared. After Carol Ann, it disappeared for 6 weeks. Like, when you go and look for the house and you're like, I love the house, you put an offer and it goes, okay. And then it takes him 6 weeks to come back to me to actually give me the house. And Carol Ann was like, I think his ancestor spirit, and he was like, behind all this, maybe there's a blockage. And it was like, just when you pray, just go and open up. And I was like, this is so weird. So when I actually pray and just starting just to open up, and the guy actually from nowhere, he calls me. Now we're not doing the check, the process of the checking. You have to do the checks, the reference. No, we're not doing that now. Now he's calling me, he's giving me a move-in date. Financially can afford it, money in the deposit, money in this account, and we do all the paperwork. He's telling me go to the online and do the signature. I was like, this is so weird, honestly. But if I was somebody who wanted to cause drama, I would have caused drama with Carol Ann, but why she was giving me like a good advice, honestly. When I did that, just went home, and the guy calls me, and I was like, Carol Ann, something weird has just happened. The guy has just appeared from nowhere. Now he's calling me. We're not doing the reference. I've gave him the references, because normally you have to do the reference checks and you have to do all these security checks, but he didn't do all that. And I was like, you know what? This is so weird. Some drama are distraction. So that's why sometimes it is very, very important to actually, Shireen, you always talk about God. I love God so much. Know how you respond to every situation. It's very, very important. So Kamau, if anybody is watching right now and they don't know who you are, and they're wondering who is this guy, to Ngozi Talk Shows, could you please quickly introduce yourself and let our audience know where they can find you if they want to connect with you, please?
Absolutely, Nomsa. Thank you very much. Now, so who am I? I am a life purpose coach. I have studied neurolinguistic programming. I'm an NLP trainer, master practitioner. I'm also a hypnotherapist, and I am finalizing my master's in psychology as well. And You can find me on kamalaimer.com, or you can find me on divorcedmanager.com. Now, contrary to what you might believe it is not for divorced people. It can be for divorced people, but people do tend to be divorced from their life, from their wife, and from their work. And through that, I help mid-management, specifically mid-management, uncover purpose in their life so that they can remarry and get acquainted with their future.
So when are you doing your exams, Kamal?
My final dissertation is in December.
I'm waiting for my results right now. They're coming out right now. So I don't want to be in your shoes.
No, I'm not. You see, I'm not stressed about that. Doesn't stress me, because it's a lesson. Whether I don't pass or I pass, it's still a lesson.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, like going through, like knowing that I actually have to do the assignment. I have to do this.
Yeah, that
the part that I don't like. Yeah, I'm waiting for my results. So I think it's been 6 weeks now. It's 6 weeks. So it's 5 weeks. This week is 5 weeks. So anytime.
Tell me.
Shireen, anyone
Hi.
who's watching right now, please, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes,
To
I'd love
our
to.
audience, and let them know where they can connect you if they want to connect with you, please.
Thank you. Well, I'm Sharon Lovegrove, and I work with professional women that are pregnant, and I'm the conscious pregnancy coach. And I particularly work with women that are professional because a lot of them have imposter syndrome, and they get caught up in this idolized way of being that they need to be perfect. And so that just causes huge amounts of stress on themselves, and it causes this huge imbalance in worrying about what's going on at work and what's going on at home, and this really does stress them out. So I help them to have a really nice pregnancy and a good birth. And it doesn't matter what kind of birth you have; it's really about having a good birth. So I work with mindset. I do a lot of energy work, which is really a lot of deep energetic release work. So I use EFT and things like that. My background is that I'm a psychologist, and I have cognitive masters in neuroscience. So I have quite a lot that I can bring to the table. And you can get me on SharonLovegrove.com, or you can find me on Facebook or LinkedIn under Sharon Lovegrove.
You are a psychologist as well?
Yes.
How come I didn't know? Oh my God, thank you, Kamal, for saying that.
You didn't ask, that's why you don't know.
No, thank you for mentioning that you are finishing your master's now. Sharina is coming out and letting people know that she is a psychologist. So is it on your website? No, it's not. Really?
Well, the website at the minute is being updated. So yeah.
Okay, can you put that? I was gonna say I've never read it on your website.
Right.
That's why I'm saying no. I didn't know that. So thank you so much, Kamal. Angie, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Angie Simmons. I'm a personal development and mental wellness mentor. I predominantly work with women over 35 who are finding themselves a little bit stuck, feel a little bit like that busy ant, and they can't see a true path forward. So I help you untangle that internal world so you can expand your external world.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angie. Kamal, any words of encouragement? I know we have to leave early today because everyone has an appointment. Do you have any words of encouragement for our audience? Actually, let me see what encouragements I need from you. So you guys are saying different things. How can you give someone words of encouragement based on drama for them to focus on themselves?
I will use an expression that my dad used with me a few years back when I was running through a lot of drama. And he told me, you are looking at the problem. What has this given you in return? Look at the gift that it is giving you, not the problem itself. So look at the gifts that are around you when it comes to drama, because there's always a gift.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kamal. Angie, can I have words of encouragement based on someone who is going through drama and they don't know how to say no?
Don't know how to say no. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, no's a full sentence, just saying. I loved what Kamal said, you know, life is a lesson or a blessing. There's always something inside that you know, inside the drama. But I'm going to go back to the old one. If you can't fix it, get rid.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Shireen, can I have words of encouragement for somebody who's going through drama and you want to let them know how to smile instead of following the drama, how to love themselves and keep smiling?
Well, I think the most important thing for anyone is to learn to look at themselves, to love themselves, forgive themselves, and to actually just be kind to themselves. If you're kind to yourself, you're going to be kind to someone else. We all have these mirror neurons, which means what goes around comes around. If you don't smile, other people around you aren't going to smile when you're in their company. So give yourself the ability to just be kind. You don't have to be happy and smiley, but just be kind to yourself and just give yourself a break. So if you're in the drama, just say, can I break from this? Do I need this to get where I need to go? Do I really, really need to be sucked in or suck other people in? Are that, you know, is that really giving me what I want? Is it giving me love? Is it giving me happiness? So really ask yourself, because if you don't get that, then you're in that drama. And be kind to yourself because you're there, you've noticed. Say, thank you. I've noticed. Wow. I want to do something next. I want to change it. So that is, you know, we've got to notice we're in the drama first before we can get out of it. So be kind to yourself. Thank yourself. You've noticed. You can do something now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angie, Kamal, and Shireen. So for me is what everyone has just said, just to add that if you can't get along with you cannot get along with anybody. So know that you have to get along with yourself. And Shireen spoke about finding peace within. When you meditate, you will find that special person and connect with that person within. And that means that if Nomsa brings drama to you, it means you're going to dismiss that drama straight away, and because you know how to get along with you. I cannot define your life. You can choose how you respond to every situation. So God bless everyone. We are here at Ngozi Talk Shows, Monday to Friday, UK time, or 1 p.m. UK time. If you head over to Ngozi Talk Shows page, you look at the comment, guys, at the bottom of the comment, you can support us by sending the stars, and the stars will help us. The stars is Facebook that have created for us to, stars are money, by the way, so to reach more people in our community. So if you are at Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency, the pages are linked together on Ngozi Talk Shows. So Facebook has given us as well a Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency stars for you guys to help us to reach more people through in our community. So you can give us stars. God bless. Live with grace. We'll see you tomorrow.